And here is the Writer's Almanac for Tuesday, September the 21st, 2021. It's the birthday of Stephen King, born in Portland, Maine, 1947, author of books on the supernatural, Carrie, The Shining, Pet, Cemetery. Carrie was his first published novel, came out in 1973. Threw the first draft into the trash, thinking nobody would like the story of a lonely teenage girl with telekinetic powers who ends up setting fire to her high school prom and destroying the town, but his wife saved the manuscript and he kept working on it. The Shining came out in 1977, partly written from Stephen King's struggle with alcoholism, a visit he made to the Stanley Hotel in Colorado. In the book, the character Jack Torrance, like King, a writer, recovering alcoholic, isolated during the winter at a grand hotel with his wife and his odd son. A little boy who has what King called the shining, the ability to see the hotel's terrible past. Stephen King, asked why he likes to write horror stories, said, "It's built in, that's all. The first movie I ever saw was a horror movie. It was Bambi. When that little deer gets caught in a forest fire, I was terrified, but I was also exhilarated." It's the birthday of the British publisher Alan Lane, born in London 1902, founded Penguin Books with his brothers in 1936, at a time when the only books you could find in paperback were genre fiction. One day Alan Lane was in a train station looking for something to read. All he could find was pulp fiction novels, and it occurred to him that he could publish serious novels in paperback, publish a book for the price of a pack of cigarettes. So they set out to publish Ernest Hemingway, Agatha Christie, well-known writers, and Penguin sold 3 million books within its first year of business. Alan Lane, whose innovations changed the publishing industry, but by his own admission, he rarely read books himself. And it's the birthday of H.G. Wells, Herbert George Wells, London, 1866, the science fiction writer known for The Time Machine, The Invisible Man, War of the Worlds. He wasn't the first to write about time travel or alien invasions, but he was uniquely realistic. He wanted to make the made-up science as believable as possible. H.G. Wells, who said, "As soon as the magic trick has been done, the whole business of the fantasy writer is to keep everything else human and real." Here's a poem by Patricia Farnioli, a poem entitled "After the Dream of My Death." I wake up to a world that is invisible. No golden trees, no picnic spread on the lawn. The ladies in hats have finished their tea and moved on. None of the questions I spent life asking have been answered. Transience, evanescence, the dispersal of dust, God knows where, and is nowhere. What good has my life been? Whiteness sheets all that has vanished. The hospital is gone. In the distance, a piano casts its notes into the great absence, which is where I've been heading all along. A poem by Patricia Farnioli, After the Dream of My Death, from her collection Then Something, published by Tupelo Press and used by permission here on the Writer's Almanac. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.